What is going on, everybody? Philip here from the Figure Bros, bringing you guys another review. Today we're taking a look at an SH Figuarts Ginyu, Captain Ginyu, the leader of the Ginyu Force. And I know this is an older figure, but I was able to actually get this guy used, loose, whatever you want to call it, on the aftermarket for a very reasonable price. I think I got him for like right around $65. You know, you could pretty much get this guy for right around that price, $65, $75, maybe even $80 on a good day, maybe $80 if he's brand new. But you know, Ginyu still relatively cheap on the open market, which is a good thing. I know a lot of these older characters or some of these earlier SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z characters are going for a hefty price, a very pretty penny. The Ginyu Force in particular is very expensive, but Ginyu himself, not very expensive. I do wonder if that's because they maybe made like so many of him or something like that. Anyways, please do me a big favor right now. Hit the like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. And like we always do, we're going to go through this. We're going to take them out of the box, take a look at articulation, you know, do all that good stuff. But there's one thing I want you guys to keep in the back of your mind. There's actually two things. Number one, how does this figure still hold up to 2025 standards? And number two, will we ever just get a full re-release of all of these characters, right? Like the Ginyu Force. Will we get a re-release of Captain Ginyu, Raditz? You know, we brought you guys a lot of these older characters, the earlier SH Figuarts, and we've been doing that for a reason. Number one, I was late, a little tardy to the party when it came to Dragon Ball and SH Figuarts. But also number two, I've been trying to pick these up and still kind of make reviews for you guys to see if like they still hold up and still hold well in 2025 standards, or should we just do a full re-release and remodeling and retooling on these? Or is this just good enough on its own to just be a re-release? Just something to maybe think about. Maybe comment down below what you guys think. With that being said, let's go get them out of the box, take a look at articulation first. All right, now that we got them out of the packaging, let's go ahead, like we always do, take a look at articulation first. Pretty standard here for an SH Figuarts, and also too, he's a really tall guy. Like there's top of his head that you can see. Let's get like a full frame view. He's pretty tall, actually. He's definitely on par with like I think like the new Broly as well, Orange Piccolo. So, and then that is, you know, pretty standard for Captain Ginyu. He was a very tall character himself, so very good job there by SH Figuarts. So I'm liking already what I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and now go through articulation. Starting with the head, it's actually on one of those like little, like I call these like little T-bars. I don't know exactly what it is, but I really don't like these. I wish they would just do a pretty standard ball peg, but it is a double ball peg, so we get one attached to this and we also get one attached to the neck, so you guys can see he gets a wide range of motion. It's good for the motion, it's good for the articulation. I'm not a fan of the gapping issue because it does look a little weird. Like you can see, you get some really big gapping in there, but this I'm not a fan of. I wish they would just do a standard ball peg, but SH Figuarts always trying to be a little extra, you know what I mean? So moving over now to the shoulders, and we do get these on some hinges so we can move them out of the way. You guys can see he gets that nice wide range of motion. He also has a butterfly joint. Butterfly joint definitely protrudes. That is a wide range butterfly joint, but because of the armor though, it kind of hides it really well, and it does give him that full flexibility across his like his whole freaking body, man. You can see like he really just gets that full range all the way over to his like his fist right here. So that's really good. It is gonna suck a little bit because, you know, you're not gonna be able to like straighten this out a little bit without popping it out like that, and it'll come off. But thank God these can pop back in pretty easily here. So let's see if I can just get that back in for the sake of the video. There we go. Continuing on here, we get a nice little bicep cut, double jointed elbows. You guys can see all the standard things that we pretty much have loved from SH Figuarts, things that, you know, they have improved and definitely done a little bit differently. Like the butterfly joints don't protrude out as much as they used to like that. Definitely on the newer figures I've noticed. And if they do that, they don't really have a whole lot of gapping. Same thing with the neck and some of these newer figures. This one being a little bit older, but that, you know, gapping doesn't really exist today. Moving over to the ab crunch. Let's see if we can get him to do a little bit something here. Not really a whole lot. He can kind of move back about that much. Really not a whole lot kind of going on there. Legs, I think we're going to be able to get some full splits here. Let's see. Yeah. One leg definitely seems to want to go all the way out. The other one doesn't, and I'm afraid to kind of go all the way out with it because I just don't want to break these figures. I've had some bad luck in the past, so I'm really just not trying to do that, guys. It can kick out about that much, pretty good there. It can kick back about that much, also really good. We do get the thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot swivel, no boot swivel, but we do get somewhat of a pretty good ankle rocker, and of course, the most famous toe hinge that SH Figuarts always provides us. So pretty good there. That's it for the articulation. Let's talk about the look and design, the aesthetics, the detail of this figure. Very good in the detailing. Would have liked to see a little more paint. The purple here is very good. I do like the scouter right there on his little eye, so you guys can see. That is a really nice looking scouter. The green scouter, of course. I like the veins on the top of his head right there. The horns, really nice there. You know, pretty much the armor. Everything pretty good here. Again, there could always be definitely some more paint application. Of course, I would like to see like the definition on his muscles get shaded in, stuff like that. SH Figuarts is never going to do that, so I'm not going to harp on it too much or really care that much, because out of the box, it still looks pretty damn good. The size of him also is really good too, so got to give him some credit there. He's like I say, he's on par with the Nappa, Orange Piccolo, the new Broly, stuff like that. Just very good there. So not going to talk too much more about the aesthetics. Let's go ahead and move on to the accessories, because we actually get a lot with this figure too. So first off, we get 3 alternative heads right there. Very, very good there. There's number 1, there's number 2. I love this one a lot. This might be my favorite one with his eyes pointing inward. Definitely a really good look. Here's probably the part where he's, you know, maybe screaming, saying change now, which was his ultimate ability. Also to another one where he's looking a little angry. I love all the veins too coming out of his forehead. Very, very good there. We do get a Dragon Ball. We get a nice 4-star Dragon Ball. And this one is all sorts of cracked. I don't know if the camera will pick that up at all, but you know, again, used figure. Don't really expect a whole lot, and that's okay. We also get a damaged body armor piece too, which I really like this because of course that's what Ginyu does, right? He pretty much takes his hand and then stabs himself right in the heart and the chest, makes himself bleed a little bit before he changes body. So, and you guys can see how pretty much all pegs in, got the pegs right there in the back. So I do like it. Do wish this was like maybe like a purplish blood color coming through there. That would have been a little bit better as well too, so you can really see it. But still good to have. For pairs of hands, we also get a good amount of hands. We get this one right here, very nice there. We get a set of these open palm ones as well, very good. Another set of fully open displayed hands, very nice. And then we get a couple of hands of like the karate chopping, maybe blast effect hands as well. All good stuff right there. So those are all the accessories that you get. Again, his original MSRP, I want to say was $60, maybe $55. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. I'll put a picture up somewhere where his original MSRP was, or maybe I'll put it down below in lower text form. Again, I wish SH Figuarts would kind of just get back to that, honestly. Like, look at all the accessories we get. And like, if we were to get that in today's standard, like if this Ginyu was released today, like let's say this was a brand new figure coming from SH Figuarts with all that stuff, this would easily be a $75 to $95 figure, no questions asked. And if this was like premium Bandai exclusive, 100, 105, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's what you're looking at today. So to see them that back in the day they used to do that, I know some people are gonna say like inflation. Okay, so then raise it by $8, you know, $10, whatever it is. The tariffs for the next 90 days don't exist, so don't quote me out. So don't, you know, get on about that stuff. That's not happening right now. But all in all, this was a very, very good figure for back in the time, and it definitely holds up in 2025 standards. Overall, I'm going to give Ginyu a solid 8 out of 10 here. I think it's a very, very well done figure. Actually, you know what? I'll go one above. I'll go 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to give that a final score of 8.5 out of 10. It's a very good figure for what you're getting, the sheer size of the plastic, all that kind of stuff. 4-star Dragon Ball, multiple different heads, hands. You know, could there be a blast effect in there? Sure, but that's where the Dragon Ball kind of comes in, right? You get that Dragon Ball instead of the blast effect. Overall, I'm very happy with this one. Definitely happy to have it in my collection. And you know what? I don't have to purchase a Ginyu. I got one right here. It's damn good, and I'm damn happy with this one. Hit the like button if you agree with that. Also, too, if you made it this far in the video, what are you doing? Hit the like button anyways, right? And if you're new, consider that subscribe button. Don't forget to share it. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys in the next review.